straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Will kick off to get us underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. On the move. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. They'll move the tight end. To the air, it's Aguilar. He'll try to do it himself. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't.
Sends it downfield. He's got it inside the 15. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. He might want another play. They'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. Touchdown Volunteer. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. On near the sticks, it's Brown. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, and that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium, but sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on, is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game, and the quick passing game, and the running QB, and so many things to look at.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Randall. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Caught near the sticks, it's Williams. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter.
Touchdown, Clemson. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls him.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. He's at the touchdown ball. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defense all year long.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. stopped him. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone with a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the toe. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On third down, he drops the throw. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Play of the drive will come from the 43. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. He's going to let it go. Catch and stride inside the 15. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
And he rollers into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Using his legs to buy some time. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. And a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Unleashes it. Complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quick release on the RPO. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. To to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. On target over the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Yeah, and I love the timing routes. A nice curl route, great throw, and then catch the ball, get north-south, and get some good yards after the catch.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Randall.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Clemson is quick to the line. Third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. He marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and he's ready to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 35. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He slings it deep to the left. And it's caught inside the 30. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
That's so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense. And
lets it fly deep downfield. It's picked off. That's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you don't see this very often, but big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Back to pass. Looking to scramble. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop it back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and kneeling on third down. Through the air, it's Klubnik. Flushed out of the pocket. Connection to the right. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. These two guys just on the same wavelength. They make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a hit. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, he gets a positive gain.
Unleashes one. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're scaring at 3rd.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. He got it! They will score! Touchdown, Volunteer! This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. Come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Randall. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield. It's Klubnik. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
In this drive from the 28-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on 1st down. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. And it's caught inside the 25. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Oh, they're after him. He'll take a shot. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
When you make big plays for your quarterback in the game, you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air, it's Klubnik. Finds some time. He fires deep toward the end zone. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We are just about ready to start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
might be setting up a shot downfield here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
Quarterback extends the play. He'll get rid of it. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the move, he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson, in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys, let them go make plays.
And the Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Touchdown, Tiger! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. That's caught. It's Lewis. There he goes. And he puts up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression.
Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. That's wheeled in, it's Matthews. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the ball is racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop, as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
Might be calling a hot route. He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Yeah, and the QB never wants to miss inside on an out route, right? You got to throw it to the sidelines. Don't let anybody undercut that. Go make a big play. And he did. He put it outside, put it on the money. I think the receiver needs to do a little better job. They got to secure that catch. He was open enough to make that play.
They'll try to run for it. The tackle is made, but he's got him 1st and goal from the 6.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in 1st downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense on an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
And the quarterback goes down at
quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown ball! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The AT unit on the field. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Finds his man, it's Moore. Turning it on! They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Clemson jumps to the line. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Lining up in the wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Randall. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the wildcat there.
This running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looking pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
They'll turn to the wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Randall. Fights off the defender. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the wildcat formation pays off. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Throwing, looking right. Pulls it in down the sideline.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Dances away. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long, putting them in a great position to be successful.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. He's taking the shot. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He's going for the big play. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Ball down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, you're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play, playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back into game.
Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top, moving away from pressure. Caught behind the line, it's Randall. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around and maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Rushes on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. These corners backing off a bit. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to pass, it's Klubnik. Firing to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there, because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss, and with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They just keep firing. Quarterback moving. Just trying to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Pressure coming. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Clemson! They punctuate the chant with a trip to the end zone.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Attempt to try. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 12 to Maryland. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Leaves it with the running back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. The give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Tagged out of the air. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. To the air on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A Sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Trying to find the end zone. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. He got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Extending the play. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15